Welcome back, everybody, to House Flipper. This is episode 103. We're heading into our House Flipper one save in order to finish off our wonderful frozen districts. Flip, not all in one episode, of course. And I like this house. Hello, kitty. Alrighty, let me just cycle through these to get rid of the numbers. Right. Back into our browser. This is our House Flipper 1, so we'll be actually doing this Frozen Way Swarmer office again in our House Flipper 1 second save. So don't reset the house. Oh God, please no. All right, this is our rainbow series. We're concentrating on colors of the rainbow, doing a lot of mono colored houses. Except when they're this big. When they're this big, we're rainbowing them. This one we're doing one color per room. But the next large house, I think we're going to do. We're going to actually see if we can incorporate all the rainbow's colors in the rooms. So, all right, we're back. We won't do the grand tour. We've got a lot of the rooms down there done. I think I'm just left with one. Yeah, just this one room here. And then that end of the house will be done. But what we're focusing on at the moment, this looks like our bathrooms area kind of thing. This will probably end up being a guest bedroom with an ensuite. And as we get down here, that's what I needed those for. As we get down here, we get to Granny's room. Granny wanted a proper front door for her apartment. So that is what we have provided her with. We'll just fix these walls up before she gets after us. Decides that we are not doing our job. Tiles down. Now, Granny has always wanted a pink palace. Right. Just go back to my hand. I might be able to pick the light switch up. So we are going to give her her heart's desire. I'm just going to pop this switch down here. There we go. She has a very tiny and very, very pink kitchen. It's growing on me, a bit like a fungus, but it's there. She has a very tiny and fairly pink. I know. I want to fix that. I just need to remember. I just need to work out what pink I need to use to paint it. Unless, of course, I just use the things. Sigh. We're going to go find the panels, and I'm going to take a risk and see if I can get the panels to so I think we did light eosine, right? So I should be able to find a light eosine paint. Or not. All right, there we go. Thank goodness. So I'll get a little tin of that, and we'll see if it matches the walls sufficiently for us to get away with painting this window section. You know what? I don't think it's eosine. No, I think it might be pink mist. I am trapped in the lounge room. Excuse me while I sell my paint. All right, back into the pinks. Wrong color pink. It's hard to match it. Let's try this one. All right, but it is also hard to tell whether or not I've matched it badly. That will do for now. I know, Granny can yell at me later. She's a bit scary that way. All right, now I was thinking that this little cozy space, this should be just the only space that uses these wonderful Beowulf walls. So let me just sell all of this and live with my regrets. Yeah, we did that. like I said. Okay, that's very candy, isn't it? Oh boy. You know what? I think we need like a breakfast bar here. And we're going to put the popcorn popper on the breakfast bar. And we're going to put maybe the coffee maker on the breakfast bar as well. So let's extend like this living room area. We're going to grab our kitchen. I know, it's amazing what a good night's sleep or three will will do for working stuff out. Into the kitchen. Okay, so we've got this. I'm not no. Stop it. All right, we're looking for. Okay, we're using perks, and I don't think perk. No, it doesn't. Gosh, pain in the neck. Oh my god, look at this. That's just like so decadent. What I'm looking for is something I can use as a breakfast bar, and maybe I can't find anything as a breakfast bar. So we could grab this thing. What were we doing? We were doing pink. Yeah. And then we were doing light pink. No, tabletop was white, I think. And then the drawers were pink. All right, so if we buy this now. Oh, wait a minute. I don't think I've matched the handles. Okay, I didn't match the handles on at least one item there. So what I'm thinking is we move this just to here. Hope Granny does not do a hip on it. Right, and then we've got this space here. I'm not going to put anything here because that would be silly. I mean, this looks silly enough, really. But what I'm wanting it for is to put this up here. And you know, I don't think that works. No, I do not. All right, let's zap that. Okay. Other, maybe. So what I want is like a bar counter. Maybe something like this. 120. Let's have a look at the 150. Yeah, okay, something like this, right? Sigh. Mm, okay. That's not what I was thinking. No. Um, no, because you know you're going to take your header over that thing. All right, let's see what let's see what we can find. Seriously, you would. Ah, this is more like what I was hoping for. It looks like it doesn't have a. Let's have just a quick look. Yeah, but I wanted that like little angly bit. I wanted that to be no. Okay, so not quite that, but that's a really neat set. I'm going to have to find an excuse to use it somewhere. Um, a kitchen island with sink. It has the little breakfast bar thing that I want, but I don't think it has it in the right place. Please excuse my voice today. It is shonky. Is the best way I can describe it. Ah, what about a bar counter? And we match the timber if we can. Is that the grey wood? No, no. That looks kind of cool. But what I was hoping was for like that really cool. Okay, I'm not going to get it, am I? That really cool timber. Yeah. All right. Well, we're not going to get that timber. So why don't we go dark here? And no, what are you doing? Dark here and light. Maybe just dark all over. It's darker than the floor. Let's look at see how well that. Ooh. I don't think this is what we're looking for. No, no, it is not. Sigh. I want something kitchen bench height and with a little overhang that will match that set. I don't want much. Alrighty, all right, let's go. Well, what's functional? Okay, that's functional, right? We don't want functional. We're looking for dysfunctional. So what's this? This looks interesting. Okay. Um. Mhm. Well, it gives me the option of having a bright pink door. So let's. Oh. Well, okay. Maybe I want that to be light then. And this is my pale bleached cedar. Yeah, there we go. Because it matches. It's going to hook us through to the lounge room, right? All right. So let's grab this. I don't think this is quite what I'm after either. No, it's definitely the wrong. I need something shorter, but like that. Not fuzzy. Sigh. All right, what do we got? A lawnal cabinet. No, it's got the little lip thing, but it's not quite there. I know I'm really tempted to just go for one of those, but that's not. Ah, here we go. Like a little modular countery thing. Let's have a look at that. Mm. Okay, so if we do dark pink base, white tabletop. Oh, look at this. Candy stripe theme is coming into the fore. A little bit of pink. All right, let's see if we can buy this. Oh my god. And put it here. No, something tells me Granny would be really annoyed at me if I did that. I want that to be the same height as that. Okay? No, not fussy. You're fussy. Actually, you should listen to Grandma. Grandma is fussy. Rightio, that's a modular bar counter. So they're of course they're high. Maybe I can just have a modular counter. That one that's not tall. That's a bar. I love these new things. Okay, bar counter. What I want is like a breakfast bar. There's a special word for it. Do you think my brain is going to let me get it today? I don't think so. Okay, that's a kitchen island. That looks like it has a lip actually. Yeah, there we go. All right, so the base is this color here. The tabletop is this color here. The handles are. We'll go with pink because I'm not sure if I want to have that light peachy kind of pink or if I want to have this pink. Oh, okay. All right, and this is kind of what we want, but it's too big. Sigh. Okay, and it's the wrong style and I don't like it. Right. I know. Standalone cabinet. Has that got a lip on it? Not where I want it. Although it does, I could face it the other way. No, because then you'd be banging your knees on the drawers, and that's not fun. Um, so it, this is tempting me. So if we did this, oh god, and then we did, okay, it is white that, and then we made the handles this, and we flipped it. And if I put it down there, it's no. That's a no from over there. All right, I need something like that with less. Kitchen island, dark kitchen island. You know what we could do? We could just. Those are too tall, aren't they? I think they are. Oh, that's pretty, isn't it? For another kitchen on another day. It's okay. Okay, the samurai stuff is like got the Tech no neon stuff. Yeah. Sorry, guys. Apologies. There will be dyslexic moments ahead. Oh my gosh. All right. Light colored kitchen island. What does that do? White tabletop. Pink and pink. Let's have a look at that thing. All right. You know what? I don't think anything's really going to fit there. So I know it took me long enough to work it out. So I've got this nice thing here. I've got this pattern thing here. I'm really tempted now to just extend all of that in. I may actually do that. I know, I thought it would be so simple, but it's not. Because what I want to do in this space, just pop that over there, is I want to have like a little dining area. And you know what? I think we will continue that through. So, let's go with the walls panels. And we need that one. So I can't work out if I did pink mist. No, it was not pink mist. I'm pretty sure it was the light eosine. Yeah, that looks right. Well, we'll find out in a minute. Actually, no, it might have been pink mist. Now I look at it. Let me just grab a pink mist one as well. No, that doesn't look right, does it? Oh, no, it does. And the only other one was probably the pale pink. Let's pop that down there. All right, one of these things is not like the others. Let's find out which. Well, none of them are the right one because they're all white, and I need them to be. I need them. I'm going to pop that one, I think, in the bedroom, maybe. Just to remind me that's what I was thinking about. All right, we're looking for dark panels with the pink. There we go. So we were looking at light eosine. It's amazing how much difference to the color perception the base makes. Light pink and pink mist. Rightio. And we're just going to do one, like a color swatch. Perfect. Light eosine it was. Which means I've messed up with the paint in there. So let's... Yeah, I didn't think so. Paint, pink, light eosine, small. Right. Don't sneeze with your toolbox in your hand. You'll end up with a hammer. There we go. And we'll do the same over here because we're going to be using our eosine. Although we maybe want to make a graded change. So let's have a look and see what the pink looks like instead. And I want to put it over here. It's very much the same. You just drop it down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a graded change from the lounge room through to the kitchen. Maybe. No, I'm not. I'm going to go with the eosine. It's good. It just gives me a nice contrast and the room looks a little bit bigger. So we're going to need a couple of panels. Okay, back to walls, back to here, back to Beowulf's light, back to the light eosine. Let's grab that many and we will get to tiling. And now I just use the mouse wheel. Now the nice thing about this part of the game, yes, is it's tiling up there for me as well. Beautiful. Well done, game. We are going to need another packet of panels. All right. I'm going to grab another 2. Probably 3, actually. Actually, it might have been just 2. Anyway, we'll find out. We'll find out. We'll just get it done. It's also amazing the difference that the shadowed areas make. I wanted to do this part here. Yep. And this part here. And then we'll just go along the top. Because it looks tidier. And Granny will like it. I hope. I hope, because I really don't want Granny upset. Okay. Want her to be happy in her house. Okay, it does look like I can get away with doing this instead of painting it. And we definitely need that third set of tiles because windows and door frames always take up that little bit extra of your time. And, oh yeah, okay, we're probably going to need another set actually because we've got this bit up here to do. Yeah, there we go. I know, it's magic watching something come together like this. Oops. Really? That's not eosine pink? Uh-oh. After all that, you know what? I think we are going to do the multicolored, the little leafy tile things along here as well. Just to give it that, I don't know, that little bit of contrast. So, shush. Let's get it done. Wool tiles. And we're looking for little leaf-shaped tiles. They're beautiful. They're the Petito whites. Here we go. I think we were using Petito whites. I do like how if you just hold your mouse button down. So I play this keyboard and mouse. No modifications, but I like how if you just hold your mouse button down as you move your thing along, it automatically does it. I don't remember it doing that before actually. I thought I always used to have to lift my finger and do it. Okay. Yeah, that works. Don't ask me why it works, it just does. Pop that down there. All right, so we've now got our walls done. I know I needed a day to think about what I was doing. But what I really want is I want a place for this popcorn thing. Maybe I don't want to put it here in the kitchen. Maybe I want to put it somewhere along, like in a cabinet along the wall. So let's sell these extra bits. We don't need them for now. I'll do that, and I'll find we do need them. Let's get a little bit of a dining room table in now. Dinner at Granny's is dinner at Granny's, and I think everyone probably visits, and she likes having the family and the grandkids over. So we are going to need a fairly large dining table. But we are going to need to make it narrow or we're never going to have enough room. So let's have a look at these tables. Does Granny like this modern-y bit? I don't know. Does it fit? Let's go white and then we'll do that. There we go. I mean, it does fit. No, I think Grandma would much prefer either timber or something that looks a little less like a cafe table. So we have the Polyan and we have this pale bleach cedar and this pink. So we could do this. Oh yeah, see, fits, right. Now the problem is we're going to have to bring it out so that we can fit the chairs in on the other side. Okay, yeah, we will bring it back in. I just want to just bring it up here. All right. I just want to get the chairs in first. So we're now looking for chairs and we're looking for Polyan chairs. All right. Untel, Oleana, Nerders. Oh, Polyan, really? I don't know if she'll like that. Well, we have the pale bleach cedar and we have the pink. What's not to like, Grandma? Okay. Yeah, no, I don't think that's quite up Granny's alley. Let's try the Yuuzhan again with the pale bleach cedar and the pink. She might want to have a pale. No, she definitely wants that. Radio. Okay, yeah, this is more what she would do. All right. Now we have 3 kids, 2 adults, and a grandma, so 6. So we're gonna have 1, 2. Unless we want to do the traditional thing. So I'm gonna put this about here. You watch, I'm gonna get myself stuck in here. And we'll pivot that. And what I might do is I'll just grab this thing. Oh no, I'm gonna have to go around the other side for this. And we'll just move it down a little bit. This way, you know what, if the kids start elbowing each other, we can have, you know, grandma or dad or mom nudge them and get them to do the right thing. Just grab this, we're going to just move it this way. It's a bit of a squeeze. Yeah, that'll do. Grab that thing. Toddle that thing over here. Grab this thing. And toddle it over here. Radio. And then we're going to have 2 more. Flip that round. Make it. All right. So there's our dining room. I was going to do like a little teeny tiny dining room, and then I remembered Grandma had family. So there's room for family here, but not much room for guests. That's okay. We'll figure it out. Maybe there's a yep. So what I want next then, because we've now taken up most of this space with that, let's see if we can find a sideboard. Probably in the living room and in shelves. I want a narrow sideboard, possibly a tall narrow sideboard. That's got that solid look that we got with the thing. So there's the high TV stand. Actually, the TV stands. No. Have you tried sweeping under things that do that? It's really annoying. Cupboard, drawer. If I could remember the word, I would type it in, but I can't. So what I'm looking for, see, these cabinets would do, but I probably only want one that's about 150. And that would go over here. But again, it looks wrong because it's just too short. Yeah, okay, let's not do that to anybody. Sigh. You know what? We need a counter there so that we can put food on it. I know it's making me rethink my kitchen, but I don't have anywhere I really want to expand it out to. A little bit taller, and that would be perfect. Yeah, so all right, we're going to do this because it's a bookcase. So we're going to make it, but I need a narrow one. Let's see if I can find a narrow one. It's 100 by 100. So this is a 50 by 100. I think this will do what I want it to. Yeah, look. Okay. We'll put that there. Grab this thing here. I think we are going to have to put that there now. I don't know which way is the front. Okay, right. Yes, I do. All right, I know. Yeah. I'm actually tempted. Let me just grab that down so I don't break it when I move these. Oh, yeah, we can't move them back too far, can we? Because of the fridge. All right. I may yet. Actually, I will. Okay. So, oh yeah, I've shorted myself a whole row of tiles. Oh. Let's go to floor, and tiles. And we're doing those adorable, light, delicate pink things. These ones, the Lunas. And I needed to literally have that. Right, that's why it's looking wrong, because the, right, and that means I can actually move those forward off the tile area. Because now it will look right. If I can remember. There. I don't like that gap between them. I would rather they were kitty corner, but they fit the space, and now I can put the popcorn maker up. The problem is I can't put it where I was going to because I need to put the coffee machine near a PowerPoint. I know, it's a monstrosity. I actually want it over in a corner now. We'll stick it up there for a minute because it's annoying me. Over here, we're going to have a sideboard, if I can work it out. Living room, shelves, all right. So the sideboards I remember, so we've got this sideboard, but I want, it's a dresser, classic. I think they came out in the HGTV one. So you got the Howie and the Lilix, but there's one that's got like a bench, like the ones we used in the other room. So there's the Emerson. It's not what we want, but it's the kind of thing we want. It's just not in the style we want. So hang on, what was the word? All right, let's search items. Sideboard to dining room. There's only one. That's not what I want. Just sideboard. Rightio, that. Ah, look, there we go. All right, so there's not as much variety as I was hoping, but that might work. It depends. I do need to fit a popcorn maker on it. So this is a center double sideboard. Let's have a look. I think it's going to be too big, to be honest. Oh, yeah. All right. So you know how I said I wanted something? Oh, wait a minute. Okay, no, that's not too bad. Let's fit that in then. Except I think it's the wrong color because it's not pale oak we wanted. It's bleached something. I don't think they have it though. Cool oak. No. Beach. No. Pale. No. All right. It's either the cool oak. No, the grey oak is wrong. The metal is pink. Yep. All right. Let's have a look at cool oak. It's a little bit darker than I'd like, and the metal isn't quite right. So why don't we turn the metal into white steel? That will fit much better. Okay. I'm not sure I like it, but let's see if the popcorn maker fits, which is what we were aiming at. All right, that is what we're after. Now we're going to have to be able to access the back of it. So it's going to have to go that way. All right. And you know what? Now that we've got that there, we could actually put the coffee maker possibly over there. Let's go furniture and kitchen, electronic equipment. It's not refrigeration. It might be other. Let's have a look in other. Oh, that does not look right. Oh, an ice cream machine. I don't know if we should let Granny anywhere near an ice cream machine. But she does so like her thing. Oh wow. Okay, just excuse me for a minute. Ice cream machine's gonna need power, so we're gonna pop this thing up here. I'm just gonna move that out. I'm gonna grab this thing here, and we're gonna whack that. I think it fits there. All right. I think Grandma is a frustrated entrepreneur. So she's got her little cozy living space. She's got her cozy little dining room space, which is kind of clear and clean. You know what I think she would like in here? I think she would like a chandelier. So we're going to move this practical light over here. We're going to go find Grandma a lovely chandelier. Let's see if we can find her one. So into back, into lights, into ceiling, and ceiling, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Grandma might like those. Oh, no, she might like this, a decorative hanging branch. Yeah, let's do this. Because it ties in with her, I know, I'm not sure the family entirely approves of Grandma, but that's okay. Let's just grab this light switch. I like it because it ties in with the tree over in the corner. Is that centered enough? I think so. Yeah, we do have a light in the kitchen. There we go. All right, so this is Grandma's dining room. I don't think she wants a carpet in here because they're a pain in the neck when you get food on them. We still have not put her coffee machine in, and no one wants to deal with Grandma when she has not had her coffee. So let me just make sure that I haven't got one in here that I've forgotten about. No, radio, we haven't. So we're just going to go over this way, and we're going to find Grandma a kitchen. I know, a coffee machine. Popcorn maker. We got one of those. I already got myself into trouble over that. Does Grandma like kebabs? I'm not sure. She might. There is a universal cooker. All right, I think Grandma has enough stuffed into that poor little kitchen as it is. I am not giving Granny a meat grinder. I am going to give her a drip coffee machine. That thing looks cool. We can even make it pink. It's going to have to be matchy matchy. I'm sorry. All right. Okay. So now Granny has her coffee and her popcorn and her ice cream. She is living a second childhood, or a second youth, actually. She's got her very pink kitchen. She has her equally pink dining room. We're going to look for a runner that looks a bit like that. So let's go into our. I know I haven't put in PowerPoints yet either. I should probably do that. Installations. Oh, here we are. PowerPoint. These things always freaking well throw me because they are not how a PowerPoint should look. Australian, okay, Australia. We have a little bit of trouble with these kinds of things. Wonder if that will fit. I wonder if that will fit if I just because it will fit here, which means it should be warm, and then I can probably put another one in there maybe. All right, let's make sure Granny doesn't freeze this winter. Um, so it's installations for assembly. We're looking for, is that vertical radiator? Is that thing that we just had? I think so. Yeah, there we go. So I'm going to put one there, and then I don't think it's going to fit there. All right, well, you're just going to have to freeze if you're in the lounge room. That's all. Oh no, we could move the chair over, couldn't we? I don't think we can. Let's give it a shot because I was centering it for a reason. So why don't we just see if we can wiggle it? Yeah, that thing is not wiggling anywhere. Okay, so we're going to have a radiator over here. Let me just install it. Okay, it should fit here. I'm guessing the chair is probably in the way. So I'm just going to move that over there for a minute. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. I can move that right over though. All right. Let's assemble it. I did need to move it right over. Yeah, I'm going to have to sell it again. Will you get out of the lounge room? All right. Now I know. Okay. Let's buy it again. Oh no, there's a learning curve. Let's assemble it. Yeah. All right. So you do have to make it look like it's going into the wall for it to work. Uh-huh. All right. We're going to put that chair back. So, and what we might do is we might just move everything down a little bit so whoever's sitting at that end of the table is not too roasty toasty. Okay, do we have table runners? Do we have floor? Let's find a floor runner. That's what we're doing next. So into our decorations, into our floor. I love how they've divided these things up. So what we had is we had the Burmall rug, right? And what we want is the Burmall narrow carpet if there is one. There isn't. I like it though, but I can see that that is just not going to work. All right. So I guess we're going to contrast it. Zebo is the zebra stripes. How much does Granny want to mess with their heads? Oh my god, that is very long. It's possible I need a small one of those. Yes, there we go. One hall runner. And you know, I think that's too much. Yeah, no, it's all right. Let's zap that. We want something a little more geometric and maybe a little more plain. See, that's kind of geometric, but it only comes in that color. That's very plain. So this is the lemon narrow carpet. It needs to be a little narrower. Okay, that fits. Fits my decor. It's too bright. Does not fit my decor. Let's go with the pastel rose. You know, I may just have to leave these floors bare. And we won't, yeah, okay, let's leave the floor bare. I mean, I think it needs a runner in here, but I think it needs a slightly shorter runner. That was nice though. Thinking about it. The narrow. I know, I'm looking at these pretty round carpets. I'm like, I want to use one of those. We probably need a doormat. No, it's Granny. She wants a white one. We're going to sit it right here. There. Okay. Now, I know we need something more in here. And something more in here. Well, we're kind of getting there. I am happy with here. That's okay. Except for the complete and total dearth of PowerPoints. All right, we need, I don't know, let's just do double electrical outlets. And we need them away from the wet area. I know I should have thought to put one in behind the cabinet. All right, so there's our yeah, there's enough PowerPoints, I think, to run most things. All right, that'll do. So we've now got our practical side done. Let's go looking for a little bit of impractical. Granny's not a big one for a lot of decor, but she probably wants a few mugs and things on her side table. So we'll go into accessories and we'll go into kitchen. Yeah, you know what? She wants one of these. I can't find one in pink. That's too tiny. You know what? I'm going to put it right there though. Maybe it's in memory of Grandpa, who liked his cookies and his and blue, which is why poor Grandma would like has at least one blue thing. I know, I like this idea. This is for the grown-ups. Use our pale bleach cedar and our hot pink. How about our not so hot pink? No, I like the hot pink. There we go. And we're going to put that on the sideboard as well. Grandma is a lady of many tastes, likes her unsophisticated and her sophisticated. All right. I did not see those earlier. I should have. Just going to go down a bit further because we're looking for cups. Granny probably loves Christmas, but not when it's not Christmas, okay? I'm looking for. See, there's these. I can. Oh, okay. Can I hang them? No, I can't. But I can probably put them up here. So we're going to actually just bring them this way so that the handles are easy to get a hold of. One, two. I'm not done with this yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then, because Granny likes contrast, all right. I know I messed that up. There we go. That looks kind of cute. I want to continue it all the way across, but it's not practical. Granny's very practical, although we do sometimes have guests. So you know what? Practical or not, let's go back to the pink. How many of these can I fit? One, 2, 3. I reckon 4 of those and 3 white. And we'll sort it out in a minute. You know what, we can fit 4 white in. So it'd be white, pink, white. Oh, you know what, let's just do this and see how we go. The only problem, of course, is, just drop them down there. I need to put a space in. All right, I know, I just like that. Sigh. All right. We need a table runner if we can find one. I don't know if we do have one. Do we have dining room accessories? We have kitchen. Cosmetics, what do they do? Okay, they mean literal cosmetics. Sigh. Bathroom containers. So probably if it's anywhere, it'll be in the kitchen, but I don't think we have table runners. I think we've got placemats somewhere. And I'm pretty sure I can't find a carpet narrow and small enough to go down the middle. So these are our placemats. Very seasonal and pretty. These are our napkins. What I want is, what I really, really want is not here. All right, I'm not going to set the table. I'm going to leave that kind of there. What we need down here, we need bowls for the popcorn. And we need to contrast it, so you're going to have to bear with me again. Actually, won't we just have one? Oh, because people need little plates to go with it too. Just plain. We can do pink. Okay. So let me just do a stack of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we'll go over here. We'll grab that white. I lost count. That's okay. So we're going to go 1. I don't know if you'll see the difference at all. You might. Yeah, you do. Look at that. It's like a little layer. 2, 3. 3, 4, 4. Oh, 5. I did lose count of that. Can I crouch? I can crouch. I don't think it's going to matter though, because I don't think I can fit another plate there. Uncrouch. I know. I'm wondering what I can put in and what else I should put in. Like, do we really want plants all along the window? Probably not. I'm going to leave that undecorated for the moment. Granny will work out what she wants there. That's pretty done. That's pretty done. We do have one welcome mat. I think anything else there would be too much. So, this is Granny's private domain. I think she wants something pretty in here. We're going to have a fair amount of timber. And, yeah, and it's got to be pink again. I don't know if I really want these panels up, though. I don't think it's going to suit, to be honest. Just whack a big swatch up to prove my point. I don't think that really. Let me just zap that. It's too much timber. Oh, we can't zap it. We just tile over it. Okay, so throughout most of the house, we've got the paneling and the paint, and it's pretty easy to clean and it's very practical. Okay, we've got timber flooring as well, which is actually really nice. Well, what I'm thinking is, and this whole, oh, that's right, we're putting a bathroom in here, aren't we? Mm-hmm. All right. I know. I've got to think now. So Granny likes baths, but she also likes showers. So she's going the whole hog with all the things. Let's have a look at bathroom fixtures. Now she's already shown that she's pretty much likes the timber. So, and she likes it solid. So I mean something like that. But I'm actually thinking we might go. All right, we definitely want one of these. Seam right-sided shower, and let me have a look at that. And it hooks onto the wall that way. So back over to here, installations for assembly, shower, shower plumbing. Buy that. Right, I'm going to put the shower on this wall. Okay, so let's get that out of the way. I know I'm doing it. If you were building a place, you would definitely not be putting this in first. Ah, never mind. We've got this. All right, shower plumbing system out for the right-sided shower that we just bought. So back it up, move it over, make sure it sits flush to the wall, assemble that thing. I should probably have paid more attention to the color that I was using. Yeah, definitely, because that's too dark. Okay, whoops. All right, we like the shower, we just need to change the color. And I should have thought of it before I went. Okay, we can't change the color. Well, that would be why. All right, stick that thing back in then. My bad. And you know what? I should be starting a new episode for the bathroom. So, guys, I think before I get too carried away, it's been a fairly long episode already. We are going to say goodbye here. Next episode, we'll pick up where we left off with the bathroom. If you enjoyed this episode and the hot pink thing going on in Grandma's quarters, please hit that like button. If you want to see more, please hit subscribe. And I will check you later. Take care out there.